It is time for the trial, which I believe we're doing in Jabberwock Square. There's still a massive tiger there. Ignore that for now. That's not important. He told us to gather at a place called Monokuma Rock. I have a feeling there was a rocky mountainish place over there. Wait, what? Hold, what? Ah. You know what? Monokuma would be the guy to do this, wouldn't he? It's Mount Rushmore, but with Monokuma instead of the presidents. Huh?
Are you kidding?
Hey, what the heck is that mountain? When did that get there? Never mind that. How'd they even make a mountain shaped like Monokuma? That story might be true after all. There might be an enormous organization involved in all of this. You mean what Byakuya said before, right?
You are right.
Byakuya. We still needed his knowledge. I still can't believe he's dead. Byakuya. What happened to Gundam and Fuyuhiko? Now that you mention it, it appears they aren't here yet.
I got it!
Ah, I know. They probably ran away.
No way!
Aw, hell nah. There's no way let them escape, you know. Look, I dragged this one back over here.
Don't fuck with me!
I'm telling you, let me go. Hey now.
Come on now.
If you keep acting violent, I might just eat you up.
Hey!
Hey, Fuyuhiko, what were you doing all this time?
Huh?
Nothing. Wasn't like doing anything. Just chilling in my room and I suddenly heard that fat bastard got killed. Who the fuck cares about that anyway? You. How can you say something so irresponsible?
Do you understand?
We've been doing our best to investigate this murder, even though we don't want to, just to survive.
Wait.
Myro, that's enough. You too, Fuyuhiko. Dumbass. And I guess we're waiting for Gundam?
What happened?
I am right here.
Now then, let us begin.
Remember this well. A main character arrives when he intends to. Has he always had that earring? Is that the earring? I don't remember that earring. I want to believe that's only just appeared on him. Huh?
Hey.
Oh, it seems you noticed it too. If I did, then I'm right.
Well, man.
Alright, now that everyone's all together, let's take the secret entrance to the trial field. Please, wait a second.
What's this?
My, Monami, just what are you doing here? Nobody asked for you. I...
What?
Do you actually want to join in?
You
Do you want to taste how powerless you are at the class trial? You're an even bigger masochist than I thought.
special bleeding?
Oh well, I'm a big brother who dotes on his little sister. I shall allow your special participation.
See ya later!
I'll go on ahead and wait for you guys, so hurry over.
Huh?
He told us to come, but how do we get there? I don't see any doors or vehicles.
What's going on?
He mentioned something about a secret entrance, was it? Secret entrance. I mean, it's probably this. Oh, the maw of the beast. Oh, what the? Something's shaking. This is dangerous. Everyone, please get down. Oh. This is something came out. Could it be? Is he telling us to enter it?
What?
Such a suspicious aura. Even Crimson Seal Elephant Magazine is trembling with fear. That's so totally suspicious.
Hey.
Forgive me. Seriously, just forgive me already. Hey, why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Like, not even remotely. There's no way. There's just no way we'll find the killer.
Stupid.
Complaining won't get us anywhere. You're really a man, then man up for God's sake. We've come this far. We have no choice but to keep moving forward. You're right. There's nowhere for us to run. We need to do it. If that's everyone's decision, I'll just follow you guys.
Yep.
If this were a video game and have a very high difficulty level, let's do our best to clear the game. No, mon ami. Shaken with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lifted my feet and stepped onto the escalator. I won't think anymore. If I think, I'll run away. All I could do was stare upward intensely as the escalator carried me. This is a very different vibe. Ooh. And when each of us entered Monokuma Rock. Ah, there's the elevator.
Huh?
This is an elevator. I see. This entire rock is an elevator. Once again, Monokuma is doing what he pleases. However, if he's gone this far and made something like this, I don't think he's playing around. Even so, we're going pretty deep. You're right. I heard an unnerving chattering sound inside my head. Hold up. I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. All I could do was purse my lips tightly so everyone else couldn't hear it. There we were, listening to unpleasant roars as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper into the earth. Some time passed before the elevator finally finished descending. And then, the elevator door slowly opened. Ooh, I like it. Okay, welcome. This is the class trial field. How do you like it? It's a special place that will decide your fates.
Right, you.
What the hell is he thinking? Locking us in a shitty looking place like this? Are you fucking crazy? Don't mess with me, asshole. Complain all you like. I'm used to it by now. Come on, you're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats where your names are written. Looks like everyone knows, and if we try to resist, it won't change a thing. Just as Monokuma ordered, we walked towards the seats we had been assigned. From this point on, we need to find out who killed Byakuya. The ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami. He was overly critical, arrogant, and condescending, but he also had a strong sense of responsibility. As we were panicking, he accepted his role as leader and tried his very best to keep us together. A guy like him got murdered. The person who did it is one of us. I can't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. But if it's really true, we need to find out by any means possible. Because that's our only option. There's no way for us to survive unless we sacrifice the killer. And so, this life-threatening trial billowed with hope and despair has begun. Alright. Byakuya Togami was killed. The blue hue of our vacation is now a crimson red. Is the killer really one of us? Or is it someone else? The class trial starts now. Alright, e-handbook. And I'm gonna check my pet. There we go. Now, I need set skills. I don't have. Go with charisma. Use damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Victor panic talk action. Grab that. Excellent blade. Alright, well, that's all my skill points used, so might as well. Finished preparations. Are you ready? Ready as I'm gonna be.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Standard stuff.
Such a cruel rule.
Monokuma is fucking tied up.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monokuma, of course.
Ah, poor Monokuma.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Were you even listening to the rules? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Or does it?
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds? Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath the table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table. We can start with that, but ultimately, we need to find out who murdered him. If we can't do that... No, thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this, no matter what. So, the class trial has finally started. From this point on, I'll provide simple tutorials at every important moment. I'm sorry, but please excuse my ear-tainting rudeness. As things progress during each class trial, you'll engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all of your classmates will speak one after the other, without any breaks. It's up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within their statements. This means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Of all the truth bullets you find during your investigation, only the relevant ones will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to move the reticle, then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements, and choose your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note, if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. Press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck, and have fun. I miss these. Make your argument. Ooh.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Huh? obviously by hiding the body. They tried to delay its discovery.
Didn't do a good job of it,
Like
I
a
think.
dog burying a bone.
Huh. You just said was strange. Clearly contradicts the information I know.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Hold up.
No, that's wrong.
Break.
No, I don't think the killer moved the body. Huh? Why? Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Aw, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
Sorry, Soda.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
Sionji, can you please go to detention? You're like the one care.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
That is exactly what we just said, Nekomaru.
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
Akane, I don't think we're talking the same person here.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was? Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
The reason Byakuya dove under the table is connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, then it's probably... The murder threat, maybe? He was trying to protect us. This may sound presumptuous. I think that's wrong.
Crap!
Everyone's staring. I just made a fool of myself in front of everyone. The reason Byakuya dove under the table. And to what Byakuya was doing during the party. The goggles? I don't understand what you mean. I am already messing this up. The Drowman case and has all the security stuff. I don't understand. The reason Byakuya went under the table is what Byakuya was doing during the party. That's probably... Is it just the blood sitting under the table?
Crap!
Man, I am having no luck at this.
I can prove it with this.
Why that?
It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Of all things, why is that it?
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Except it's not.
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment. Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
Okay.
This is almost like a real trial!
During the previous statement, there was only one weak spot. From this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. No matter how many weak spots there will be only one lie or contradiction in the debate at a time. This means there will be false weak spots. You shoot a false weak spot with a truth bullet, not only will you fail to refute what was said, but you also lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. If your influence gauge reaches 0, you will fail, so please be extra careful. Rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or mistakes. Also, if you concentrate by holding down the space key, you can progress the argument slowly. Please use whenever you feel like the statements are moving too fast for you to aim. However, this does consume the focus gauge, so please be careful. Well done, good luck and have fun. Oh, I got a lot here. I'm gonna take that one for now.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
That sounds correct. If that's the case... During the blackout, Mr. Ham-Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black!
He had night vision goggles.
It was so dark I couldn't see my food. Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
Hold it.
No, that's wrong.
Brick.
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
There was that Duralman case that had an empty pouch in it.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Oh.
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Oh. Were you surprised at Mahiro's sudden argument? Just between you and me, I was also surprised. Just kidding, I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you'll go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots, and argue against them. Please, counter the other person's remark with the WASD keys. Based on the shape of their remarks, it's important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. Based on that, you'll skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, ignore the other person's remarks will skew towards their advantage. On the right-hand corner of your screen, number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. This is the number of times you can cut remarks during one round of the debate. You'll lose counter sharpness even if you miss, so please be very careful. When the mood skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, they end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood toward the other party's advantage. Plus, it's going to be very big. Just like a regular debate, please refute any weak spots with the left mouse button. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth blade, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. Huh? What's a truth blade? I'm terribly sorry. Here's there's been a delay in contacting you. I'll make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. Won't be any other changes to your handbook menu. Only the name was changed, but don't you think a change in feeling is important? Well then, good luck and have fun. So this is a new mode. Bubbles, let the trial begin. I'm so excited. We have a new one here too. Like a Duralman case, I guess.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those knives, that's gotta be it.
Oh. I can't advance forward if I'm just listening. Let Mahiro say what she wants to say and then find a point that I can argue against. There's a new mechanic here for me to learn. But yeah, welcome, Bubs. I'm trying to figure out how this new Truth Blade section works.
If you just use common, the killer obviously used those night vision. That's gotta be it.
Advance.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they couldn't kill Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's what. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Found a hole in your argument. I'm sure Byakuya brought the night vision goggles and you refute Myra's claim with evidence.
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they couldn't kill Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Iron and Storm, no.
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they couldn't kill Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut
There
through
we
those
go.
words. No,
There's a part of this.
Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
There's a part of this trial my friends and I reference all the time, and I've been looking forward to you getting to it. I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, we found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well.
Duralumin? That's how you say it? I was saying Duralumin.
Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Good for you, Ibuki.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Teru, you should be the one beneath that table.
Ooh, you totally mean that in a perverted way.
The knife was brought in the Duralumin case along with the night vision goggles too. No, that's not possible. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. To be able to prove it. The duct tape.
I see! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
Oh yeah, Bubs, how you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well, man. And also, welcome to the stream.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
I can't stop playing Baldur's Gate. I mean, hey, it's a good game. I want to get it. I'm waiting for a couple of my friends. We kind of have a plan of the three of us to get it around the same time so we can play through it together.
You think so too, right, Hajime?
That's right. Byakuya probably knew there was a possibility that a murder would occur because he had this.
I can prove it with this. Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
What type of character are you playing, Bubbles? Got like a fun build going or just kind of having fun as you go? My entire D&D was playing it together, quote unquote. Is that just like you're all playing your own games and just telling each other about the different things you do? Or do you actually have like a 4-man group in Baldur's Gate? Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone.
Hey, the hell is this? Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage. It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
Just sitting in call for hours and each playing our individual games. Hey, parallel play is very fun.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Well, you never know.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
I'm playing a neutral Lulsworn Drow fighter. Okay. It's actually funny because when I eventually get the game, my plan was to be a cleric of Elistray, like a rogue Drow cleric of Elistray. So basically, like the opposite of that one.
Those are still lies.
Doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter. What do you mean? By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act. But the letter might have been just a little prank. As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
Also, Bubbles, I'm not wrong. Nagito has like just the same voice actor as Makoto from the first game, right? I just want to make sure that I'm not like tripping out when I say that, because like the same Ultimate Hope, some of their designs just like, I think it's the eyes or something. Like, I just think too much of Makoto when I look at Nagito.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone?
Pretty sure? Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one.
I see. Strong sense of responsibility as our leader as he's undoing. Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
The killer? Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us, sus, who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
Coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
No, the killer definitely used a mark. Because of this mark, the killer was able to get the knife from the table and into his hands. From the glowing paint, right?
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
That blade is too big.
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark.
Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker.
No, not that either.
Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
I do like that interpretation.
Not the killer. Oh, I guess she's not.
Really, Akane?
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Echo's height,
I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
Yeah.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Pecco's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
The fuck do you mean you don't care about a technicality like that? By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Pekka was the one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happened? No, it's not. After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. We call the weak spots you've seen up until now argue spots. Blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. When treating agree spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. When your truth bullets merge within their weakness, it will become logically sound agreement. Is it a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree, based on what's being debated. Press the escape key during these arguments to review these controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Ah, fuck, so many new mechanics. That's the point of a sequel, but oh my god. Make your argument. Okay, we have people's accounts, but I don't even remember their accounts in the first place. Terra's account, sure.
Since Pecco was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office.
Oh,
Not even before the blackout.
I know what happened.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office?
I know what happened now.
That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Nope, I know what happened now. Just from listening to Pekko's testimony, it's not weird to doubt her. But I feel like I spoke to someone during the investigation who totally backs up her testimony. Yep.
Since Pecco was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
Holding.
It's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
Consent. Consent is key. Break.
No, I think Pecco is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Pecco.
I mean, you're crushing on Sonya, so what can you see to say, Kazuichi?
It's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Pecco's alibi.
I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time, shortly after the party started.
Consent! Now do squats! Thank you, Bubbles.
And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Pecco was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Pecco.
I guess that would be... true.
That's embarrassing, but it'll get you out of a trial, so.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you are so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. Shit.
Fucking love Nekomaru, man.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
I mean, Nekomaru.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
I'm wondering if Teru put something in the food.
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
Nekomaru, please stop training your shovel skills. You've dug a deep enough hole. He's just like me for real.
I said it's fine.
I mean, hey, you gotta give it to Nekomaru. He speaks with his chest, and that is applaudable.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach.
Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Boy, does he have a lot of chest. Damn right he do. Fucking bursting out of his shirt.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited?
Teru, please stop.
Seriously, stop it.
Thank you, Hajime.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
Yeah, someone poisoned the food.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
I hate terror with a burning passion. Amen to that, Bubbles. Amen to that.
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
The question is whether Pecco's stomachache was a coincidence or someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. Okay, here's the thing. Only 2 people ate food. Why is embarrassing pose on this? TAC timer.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it, you brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Why is my cursor?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Whether Pecco's stomachache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. Clarify that first.
Did you eat anything weird?
Hearty
I
dishes.
don't remember
I guess.
eating anything weird.
My fucking
Now
cursor.
that you
What is wrong
mention
with
it, you brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
that? Not them.
Crap.
Let's not make a mistake. Think about this one more time.
Did you
There we
eat
go.
anything
I'm
weird?
using it properly.
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it, you brought food to the office, right?
The
Just a little bit
ghost.
from the dining hall.
Alright, there we go. It's working again now.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
There we go.
No, that's wrong. No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
The ghost? Is there a ghost here? Or is the ghost?
I feel totally fine.
Good for you, Akane.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I mean, you're the one deserving weird accusations, Teru.
I apologize for causing a scene.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
Yeah, but it was possible.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Damn, he's an angry little man.
There's this bickering.
Thank you, Sonia.
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Fucking Monokuma just dangling in the background.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
Hyoko, I also really don't like you.
Trashy skank?
As long as the murder happened during the blackout, and the blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it clear how that blackout occurred. I mean, the AC timer. Make your argument. I'm into the storage room. I'm gonna take that one. I feel that's gonna be important.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it?
Also hate little blonde girl.
If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
Probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Okay, that didn't work there. I doubt the power supply or power transmitters were directly tampered with. Those are in a tricky spot.
Crap!
I've never even seen those before. Let's think about this one more time.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
No.
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Or maybe they caused a power surge?
There we go. That's the one. Consent.
It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge. Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Well, not fully.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Yep, there's more to this.
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
How so? What? Rebuttal showdown.
The irons in the storage room caused the blackout. Then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was in the when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
I can't back down!
Dual cross swords. Oh. What? What button was we hitting there? The more I can draw something out next time.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
Advance.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to get the irons caught, and the killer had to go to the store and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
Sure, the irons were responsible for the blackout. That shouldn't be the only reason.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout,
Cut.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Break.
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
the air conditioners!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham-Hands died around that time too!
Indeed he did.
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see. I understand. Indubitably.
Say that with your chest, Nekomaru.
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
I do love that Pose song, The Strikes.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
What's wrong with indubitably? It's a fancy word.
The energy usage. They probably asked Monokuma about it.
Dun dun dun!
Oh, Monokuma.
Is she right? Such a hateful bear. You deserve to die 1,000 deaths.
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Got that 999 extra lives.
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet! I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. Even so, I feel regret. If
If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. Maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
I don't think he would have been fast enough.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
Why are you smirking about that?
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
I like your pep talk, Nagito. Huh?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all.
What?
In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident.
Nagito, please don't tell me it was you.
For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right?
Because this is the thing, Nagito was the first person in there doing cleaning. So he could have set everything up. He's so helpful. I have a bad feeling though, and I don't want it to be true. Because this has been a thing I've been worried about for all this time. Because Nagito was the first person in that room. Like, Nagito cleaned it up, did a bunch of stuff, so he could have set everything up.
Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
It sounds so forced, Nagito.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Unfortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Yeah, why are you changing your story?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
This is so fucked.
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is.
Nagito?
I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
Like, I'm hearing this, and it's sounding like such a forced act, man.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too! Please, take me home already! I want to go home and eat candy!
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already.
That's not very hopeful of you, Nagito.
There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong,
Shaki?
I think.
Did you say something?
Oh?
We've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
His voice acting such a good job. Oh no, the voice acting is so on point, but like, okay, when I say it sounds forced, I don't mean like the voice acting sounds forced. I mean the character's tone sounds like they're forcing it, and that is a compliment.
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Nagito was the closest.
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before? Is she asking how the killer got close to that table? If they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint in order to do that, you need to get close to that table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. My hero's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right?
Yeah, Nagito was right by that table.
Here it is.
Just as I thought. This diagram is the clue. Who the killer is, how they're able to move to the table in the dark. That's clearly shown in this diagram. First, we discuss how the killer was able to move to that table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark. Spot selection.
Here!
The lamp.
The killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
If they grabbed the cord, they could have followed it. Of course, no way they used the desk lamp's light. The killer actually used the power cord.
I can prove it with this. They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table and used the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Nagito. Only person here could have possibly done it. Nagito, I don't like this. I want to be wrong here.
Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
Nagito's chance to hide the knife from the table was when he was cleaning.
I see! Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
I'm not too sure about that.
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
I didn't even thought about that. To be honest, I already prepared a drawing because I assumed something like this would happen. Go to the trouble of preparing this. So what did you think would happen? Whoever draws the chopstick with the red mark on it will be in charge of cleaning, okay? Does that sound fair?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
If that's the case, That strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already.
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either.
I don't want to believe it. Also because it feels like that, I don't think that knife might now. I don't know.
We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something.
What's gonna happen? Oh. Oh, jeez. That's freaky. I love it.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death. How wonderful. How beautiful it is.
Huh?
Yeah, what? Those eyes. At that moment, Nagito's eyes. The darkness in his eyes shone brightly, as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along.
Jesus.
I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark.
But why?
And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout.
Here's the thing, though. At no point is he saying he's the one that killed Byakuya.
After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
A little bit.
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out.
Okay, yeah, never mind. Now he admitted it.
With a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already. Seriously, what the hell happened to you?
I'm kind of just like awestruck right now.
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Nah, it's fine. He's fine. I don't think he's fine. Bubbles.
Lie? That's outrageous. There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless.
Excuse me?
I'm too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. I'm too disdainful to actually try at anything.
Huh?
I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Excuse me?
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
Excuse me?
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
We're gonna double back to that one later, I think. This guy, is he the real Nagito?
Hey, Nagito. If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
What the actual fuck is all of this?
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
Classic anime personality. I'm expecting another twist. Like, I feel there's gonna be some other twist. 'Cause, like, he just comes out and admits it? Like, there's gotta be more to this, right?
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions.
Then how about that old-looking building near the hotel? Well, it's just cleaning. Leave it to me. I'm actually pretty good at it.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Well, not only is the storage room packed with lots of stuff, hard to see in there and full of cobwebs. I was so busy cleaning the dining hall that I didn't even have time to clean the storage room. You stayed in there for a long time. It'd be bad for your health. In that case, why don't you guard the case in the office?
Oh, I get it. If Pekka was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions. It was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
Nagito's talent. I believe his talent is ultimate lucky student.
I see. You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
I'm just realizing if he didn't actually have luck as a skill, it would have been an actually fair random drawing. But he has luck as his talent.
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks. But I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
Huh? I'm left with the red mark? Or someone called the ultimate lucky student. You don't seem very lucky right now.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. But it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like I wanted.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed, the despair brings.
But why do you care about despair? Why?
It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter.
I don't understand this reasoning, Nagito.
That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Yeah, I'm with Nekomaru on this.
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this site.
Please, Monokuma! Please, wait!
Oh?
Huh? The fuck?
How should I put this? Is
I mean, it feels too much, is my thing.
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but there's just something a little strange.
If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke.
I'm sorry.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
But we know who the killer is.
Simply listening is acceptable.
Acceptable. I like the way you said that.
However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.